The Rick Sports Grill in Evelyn offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hodgins Barado Arena in Coleraine for tonight's junior varsity game between Hibbing Chisholm and the hometown Greenway Raiders. Thanks for joining in for our JV broadcast here tonight. We appreciate that. And hopefully our sound is doing okay here tonight because I have no way to monitor that here. So hopefully that's going to be all right here tonight for you. Going to have Isaac Hildebrand coming over here shortly to run camera for us tonight. And then we can, for this junior varsity game, hopefully maybe we can get him to add some color commentary for our broadcast here tonight as well. Again, JV game between the Raiders and Blue Jackets about ready to get underway here. Just finishing warm-ups, and then we'll bring you that game. Don't forget we have doubleheader coverage here tonight. We also have Evelyn Gilbert hosting Virginia. We're covering the JV and varsity game as well. And tonight, so it should be fun.
It doesn't matter.
All right, so joining me is running camera here tonight for this junior varsity game, Isaac Hildebrand. Isaac, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. It's been a while since I've been on.
Yeah, since last year. So.
Yeah, I think Hibbing played Duluth-Denfeld that day when I was on.
Yes, yep, they did. So nice to have you help out. We appreciate that. And hopefully we have sound going. Hopefully somebody will message in our chat and let us know if they can hear us for sure, because we don't have any way to monitor that tonight, unfortunately, because Coleraine doesn't have Wi-Fi in this building, so. Brought out to center ice back into the Blue Jackets end. It's picked up by Drew Anderson. Trying to knock it out and knocked back in by the Raiders. A shot on net. Right in there by number 19. That is Caden Carpenter. Blue Jackets dump it out, and that's an icing. So it'll come back into the Raiders and Tyler Westerberg. Couple number changes here. Got some new jerseys late in the season here, Isaac.
Yeah, we haven't experienced these type of numbers for a while, so we had to order more jerseys. So the JV didn't have enough numbers to go around to everybody. So we got them now, and now everybody's matching in uniform.
Right. So that's good. Throws me off as a broadcaster, though.
Yeah, no, changing
these numbers. So
yeah, changing back and forth.
And it is just fired wide of the net in front. That's number 22, Joe Senich, in there for the Blue Jackets. Senich behind the net now. Defended on the play by number 7, Noah Anik of the Raiders. It's going to come out to center ice, and it's picked up now by Nathan Johnson. Johnson will move it ahead, trying to get it up, and moving it back in is Nick Ruzic. And sent in, shot in front, and great save by Ethan Ambuel. There's a chance. Shot in there by Joe Senich, right in front of the net there. And a nice shot from the point there, Isaac, too, as well.
Yeah, Westerberg
Westerberg
did a good job getting that puck on net and giving a rebound out to Senich there, and couldn't find a way to bury it.
Okay, Westerberg sends a shot, doesn't get through traffic. Now picked up by the Raiders. Wurtinen fires it around the back of the boards, held in by the Blue Jackets. And Raiders will move it out back to center ice. Back in there to get it is the Blue Jackets' Andrew Hendrickson. Sends it around the back of the boards and fired back in from the point over on the other side by number 4. That is Matthew Newmeyer of the Raiders. Just underway here in the first period of play. No score between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders with 12:35 to go here in our first period of our JV game. Now dump back in. Blue Jackets will pick it up and move it around. Back there is Reed Carney. And Carney moves it over on the other side to Ruzic. And dump back into the Raiders' end. Cross ice pass. Moved in by number 11. That's Gino Trombley. Moving it back in for the Raiders. And it's picked up by Nathan Johnson. Johnson tries to backhand it out of the zone. As the Raiders will keep it in. Shot on net. Goes back into corner. Sent in by Anik. And over on the other side is Carpenter. Sends a shot in wide of the net. Out front for the Raiders. In front has a chance. But shot it over the back. Then that shot coming from Keller Mitchell. Back on the point, sent back behind the net. And picked up by the Blue Jackets, Riley Grunewald. Grunewald has it behind the net. Gets defended on the play by Ty Clancy. And back in there to help out is Connor Thonis. Blue Jackets will bring it out to center ice and a shot on. And Ambiel's going to hang on as a shot put in by Ethan Trenberth. Really warm in here tonight, Isaac.
Yeah, I think it's warming up outside, and the rinks are starting to feel nicer when you walk into them.
Definitely the warmest it's ever been in this rink that I have been. So
yeah, I would agree with that.
It's got to be. As Grunenwald moving it out to center ice and moved back in by Peyton Taylor. Taylor trying to go back to Westerberg on the point. Westerberg sends it over to Grunenwald. Grunenwald moving it ahead. And the Raiders are going to move it back in with Dylan Villeneuve. Got that right the first time I said it this time. Last game I butchered it for 3 periods. Peyton Taylor trying to get it out here for the Blue Jackets. Taylor will grab this and move it across the blue line. Taylor's shot gets blocked in the corner. In there to get it is Broden Fawcett. And his shot goes out of play.
That was a good pass by Broden there to find Taylor out in the slot. And Taylor with a nice shot on net.
Shot gets blocked down and moved out by the Raiders. At center ice, turned around by the Blue Jackets, Hendrickson. Hendrickson bringing it back in for the Blue Jackets. Hendrickson tries to get in, shot on, Abiel save, Blues puck out front. Rebound for the Blue Jackets and sent wide of the net by Reed Carney. Back behind the net is Newmeyer. He'll send it out, and the Blue Jackets will pick it up with Reed Carney back in his own end of the ice. Now it's moved ahead to Senich, moving it back in for the Blue Jackets. Greenway will bring it out to center ice and dump back in by Hendrickson. With 9:04 to go here in the first period of play, no score between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders in the JV game. The Raiders get it out and shot just wide of the net. Great chance for Connor Thonis of the Raiders there. It's always tough when the jersey gets tucked in, especially with a Greenway team. It's hard to see the numbers on the side of the sleeves.
Yeah, especially some numbers can look a lot. You know, your 6 and 8s, and they can look similar when they're tucked in and you can't see the whole number.
And dumped just wide of the net by Keller Mitchell. Had a chance behind the net. The Raiders trying to keep it in with Gino Trombley. Blue Jackets move it out to center ice, and moving through is Ethan Trimberth. His shot goes behind the net. Caden Carpenter trying to fire it out for the Raiders, but sent in by number 27. That's Riley Grunewald. Raiders pick it up at center ice, and Peyton Taylor turning back the other way, backhanded out by Noah Anik. The Raiders now picked up by Grunewald. Now Reed Carney behind the net, fires it around the boards, and this is going to be held in by Caden Carpenter. Blue Jackets will come out with it. Broden Fawcett. Fawcett with a shot on, saved by Abiel. Back to the point. And a nice shot placed in there by number 27, Riley Grunewald. Shot behind the net. Fawcett trying to pick it up, and it's touched by Anik back there. Anik will fire it out. This is going to be an icing charge against the Raiders. 7:02 left here in the first period of play. 0-0 between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders in the JV game. Should be a good one here tonight for the varsity game as well, Isaac.
Yeah, it was overtime last time they played. Greenway ended up winning. Was it 3-2 that game?
4-3.
4-3.
4-3, yep. So that was a battle. So hopefully we're going to see a good one here tonight. And this is picked up by the Blue Jackets and fired out to center ice, where number 15, Newman, plays at it, and dumped in by number 2, Thonis. Blue Jackets move it out with Tyler Westerberg. Westerberg moving in. Westerberg trying to go back to the point, and the Greenway Raiders players in there. Ethan Newman taking it away for the Raiders. Picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson going across the ice as held in way. Westerberg with a shot right on. Nice shot for Westerberg, and a save by Ambiel. Grunewald trying to keep it in here for the Blue Jackets. It'll come out as Keller Mitchell moves it back in for the Raiders. Mitchell with that shot ends up behind that on the netting. And the Raiders keep this in. Little backhander in front by Sam Matty. Dump back in by the Raiders, Noah Anik. And back behind the net is Kearney, who sends it and held in by the Raiders. Back on the point, shot and a save by the Blue Jackets goaltender, Johnson. Kearney fires it around the boards, and it comes out. Picked up by Grunewald, trying to send it back into Taylor. Grunewald has it back at center ice, dumps it back in for the Blue Jackets into the Raiders' end. And picked up now by Taylor. Taylor moving across the blue line. Taylor's shot goes wide of the net. Anderson over on the other side keeps it in the corner. And it comes out back into the Blue Jackets' end where Riley Grunewald's going to pick this up. Oh, taking away a shot in front. Never got through to the forward. It's Anderson back there for the Blue Jackets. Now Greenway keeps it in. And shot goes wide of the net from number 19, Carpenter. Taylor trying to rush for that puck as there's a race between Carpenter and Taylor. Taylor going over in the middle of the ice. Had a chance for Broden Fawcett there. Just couldn't complete the play. Tyler Westerberg keeps it in here for the Blue Jackets. Well, Peyton Taylor is going to dump it back in the corner. Fawcett's going to try to get in there first. And dumped around the boards by Anik. Now Westerberg has it. Westerberg to Taylor and Ruzic in there, but goaltender Ambiel is going to make the save there. Nice pressure put on by the Blue Jackets in this first period here, Isaac.
Yeah, this has been a good game so far. I think both teams has had their chances and both back and forth game.
Hendrickson back to Westerberg. Puts a shot just wide of the net. Shot on by Ruzic over in the corner. And it's fired out by the Raiders back into the Blue Jackets' end. Trying to make a play. Little backhand move by Keller Mitchell, or spin around rather. And dump back in by the Raiders, number 12. That is Dom Burton of the Raiders. Ruzic brings it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Sends it behind the net. Trying to backhand it out front was Nathan. This is Kearney. Kearney gets it up to Grunewald. And now the Raiders bringing it back in, taken away by Grunewald. Grunewald gets it out to center. dump back in and whistle on the offside here. .250 to go here in the first period of play in our JV game, 0-0 between the Raiders and Blue Jackets. Move back in is Stonis. And held in back behind the net by Newmeyer. Carney, and now the Blue Jackets bring it out to center ice. Wertinen trying to pick it up. Wertinen back in his own end. Gets it out here, and Blue Jackets knock it back in. And Raiders coming out with Villeneuve over on the other side to Thonis had a chance. Good defense by the Blue Jackets. Now there's a chance right out front for number 14. Great chance for Ty Clancy. And no goal there. Johnson got the save there. That was a great opportunity.
Yeah, big save by Johnson there. He's left all alone in the slot and came up big, especially in a tight game. Those big saves can be a momentum changer and can save you in the long run.
Certainly that was the Raiders' best scoring opportunity of the game, and Wyatt Johnson coming up with a big save for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I think that could be classified as the best scoring opportunity of the game so far. But I'm sure there'll be more to come, knowing these two teams.
This is moved back in by Westerberg. Westerberg drive right on goal and a save by Ambiel. Shots 10-6 in favor of the Blue Jackets in this first period, a minute 48 to go. Held back in by the Blue Jackets. Nathan Johnson. Fawcett behind the net. Fawcett has got Taylor now with him. Back behind the net. Taylor moving it around. Taylor circles. And shot on. Ambiel saw that all the way. Nice wrister from Peyton Taylor. Taylor shoots it behind the net as the Raiders will try to get it out with Noah Anik. Anik's taken away by Fawcett. Fawcett trying to move it out front here. Shot in. Peyton Taylor picks it up. Taylor is going back to Westerberg. Westerberg will jump it back into corner. And it will come back out. Westerberg is going to get control of it. Backhanded in to Johnson. He'll get it back into the Raiders' end. And the Raiders are going to dump this out. No icing as it's touched on the way through. Picked up by Westerberg. He goes cross ice over to Peyton Taylor. Taylor moving in, waiting for some help with him. Drew Anderson will dump it back in the corner. And picked up behind the net by number 22. That is Joe Senich. Wertinen gets it and out to center ice and fired back in by Thonis. Shot on. Loose puck in front, and that goes in. That was a weird rebound left out there, and it ended up getting tipped in, I think, somehow.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened there. It just looked like a shot on net and crashing hard, and you get rewarded when you crash the net.
So it looks like number 11 is going to get credited.
Oh, it looks like they're calling it off.
They waved it off. Okay, yeah. It's kind of a weird, I don't know, just kind of a weird deal. The whole thing just looked like the net might have been off. That might have been the issue.
Yeah, it looks like the ref's fixing it right now. So I don't really know what happened there, but otherwise they called it off, and there'll be a face-off in Hibbing zone here.
Yeah, the net must have been off, and then so we're gonna stay scoreless with 16.6 seconds left, and they're gonna bring it back into the Raiders end here. They could have called a Could have called the goaltender interference. I mean, like a guy in the crease or something. Must have been a guy in the crease or something.
Yeah, that or I thought I saw the ref motioning a high stick call, so it could have been played with a high stick to be
Okay.
in.
That makes sense. And Grunenwald is going to send a shot towards the net, but it gets blocked down as the Raiders will try to move it out. And Hendrickson trying to pick it up for the Blue Jackets. Now it's moved in by the Raiders, and shot gets blocked down by Kearney. And that's going to do it for our first period of play. Blue Jackets and Raiders tied 0-0 after one period of play in our JV game. So interesting first period there, Isaac.
Yeah, very, very back and forth game. I thought Hibbing had some good chances, and I thought Greenway answered well and came back. They got that goal waved off. We're not really sure why here, but nonetheless, this game stays even at 0-0.
Seemed like a long time. Was it 2 minute with 3 minute? They give him a 3 minute break? Or
Yeah,
2 minutes?
I didn't check it.
Seemed like it was a long time.
Yeah.
Seemed like we were sitting here for like 5 minutes, but wasn't that long. So how's your year going otherwise? You're doing some refereeing too as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay active. I know Hibbing doesn't have a lot of refs this year, so I've been reffing a lot of games from Bantams all the way down to Squirts. So it's fun. It keeps you involved, keeps you watching a lot of these teams, especially with the year that we're having, not being able to get in and watch them play.
Right.
So being able to ref them, I've been able to see a lot of different age groups play that I normally wouldn't have if with this COVID going on.
And backhanded out and picked up by the Raiders. Moved in by number 17, Keller Mitchell. Now Mitchell trying to get it around Grunenwald. Taylor will move it ahead to Fawcett and moved out by Johnson. Johnson brings it back in. Taylor trying to pick it up, and now it's taken away by the Raiders. Skating in was Sam Maddie. Maddie trying to make a play with Grunewald defending on the play. Peyton Taylor is going to pick this up over in the corner. Taylor going cross ice over to Anderson. He tips it back in. This is going to be an icing on the Blue Jackets. So I learned this week, Drew Anderson, his nickname that he was given, but it's Hollywood. Is that his name? Nickname?
Yeah, I think people
Hollywood?
call him Hollywood. He likes to look good when he's playing.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. So.
Well, I got to start using that more here.
Yeah.
Drew Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And this is Westerberg. Raiders will knock it in by Anik, and this is going to be a goal this time. Just 50 seconds into our second period of play. Raiders go on top for the first time tonight. Noah Anik is going to get credited with that goal.
Yeah, Greenway came out hot. They showed pressure right away, and they didn't let up. And the great shot from the point. And I don't think Johnson really ever saw it. Body's out in front of the net.
So I can't remember if they had if they announced the goals here or not, but sent in by Westerberg. Knocks it behind the net. I believe they do for this. Yep. Get the assist on that. So Connor Thonis on the first assist, second assist going to number 21, Dean Villeneuve is going to get the second assist on that goal. Moved back in by Hendrickson. Hendrickson leaves it for number 22. That's Joe Senich. Now Raiders move it back the other way. Shot, Caden Carpenter ends up in the corner. Hendrickson moves it around and picked up now by Burt. Burt behind the net, and now they're getting help out. As Nathan Johnson gets it out to center, where Hendrickson trying to move it back in and dump back in by the Raiders, number 3. That's Austin Burt. Now this is Grunenwald. Grunenwald get it out to center and back into the Raiders' end. Wertman back there to get it for the Raiders. He'll send it across and move back in by number 9, Matthew Hanna. Hanna behind the net. Hanna trying to go out front. And the Blue Jackets behind the net and fire around Hanna, trying to move it out and held in by the Blue Jackets. Back there, Ethan Tremberth. Now Tremberth with a chance. His shot gets blocked. Back over on the other side to Kearney. Sends a shot in there wide of the net. Westerberg right on and goes into the corner. Tremberth centering out front as the Raiders are going to come out with it. And Westerberg picks it up, and we're going to whistle penalty, first penalty of the game. And it'll be a power play for the Raiders coming up.
I think Lindstrom just got him up under the hands with his stick there when he was trying to go. And, yep, they're going to call him for hooking. So Raiders will have the first power play of the game here. And we'll see where they can go from there.
Taylor wins that draw and fires it out for the Blue Jackets. So good start to the penalty kill for the Blue Jackets here. And now it's picked up and moved back in by the Raiders. 17 Mitchell, but he's in offside. That always drives coaches nuts when you go offside on a power play.
Yeah, those unforced offsides, the coaches don't really like that. You lose all your momentum going, and you have to reset with the draw, and it just kind of ruins everything for you there.
So Broden Fawcett bringing it back in for the Blue Jackets. Now it's picked up by the Raiders, moving it back into Sam Matty. Over on the other side, shot coming in from Keller Mitchell. Picked up by Matty behind the net. Shot! Trying to go up upper shelf there. Nice chance for Matty there. As the Blue Jackets, Kearney will get it to Fawcett. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here against the Raiders. At least a cross-check, I would say, is coming up here, or interference or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. They got him for cross-checking. It'll be 4-4 here. Then I think Jackets will have around a 30-second power play then at the end.
Yeah, minute 21 left on the power play for the, minute 21 left on the Blue Jackets power or penalty. And then Blue Jackets will have that power play. Drew Anderson taking the draw for the Blue Jackets. And it's backhanded back out of the zone. Grunewald trying to pick it up here as Connor Thonis trying to move it in for the Raiders. Dump back out, back into the Raiders' end. Grunewald is going to be back in his own end of the ice. Grunewald over to Johnson. Nathan Johnson fires it back behind the net. 47 seconds left on the Blue Jackets penalty, and then they will be on a short power play. Wertman goes across ice and moves it over as shot on by number 2, Connor Thonis. Yeah, it would have been state tournament week this year on a normal week, Isaac.
Yeah.
Or normal year. We would have state tournament this week.
This late season, it's kind of getting to me. It's just been a little weird, but just glad we're able to play and be able to have a season.
Right, exactly. Peyton Taylor with a drive right on and save by Ethan Ambuel. Again, thank you for joining our broadcast for the JV game. Don't forget, we will have varsity action tonight at 7 o'clock right here at the Hodgins-Barato Arena. And shot on by Westerberg. Taylor gets back to Westerberg. Westerberg moving around. Westerberg backhands it, back behind the net. And he's going to pick that up. Wrap around. Shot! Goal! Blue Jackets tied up. Even strength goal by Tyler Westerberg.
Westerberg does a good job driving to the net, grabbing his own rebound, and finding some open net. I think it was right under his glove or right next to it. So, great momentum changer for the Blue Jackets. I think it was, they were on the power play, so.
Oh, that was a power play. Okay.
Yep. So it'll be 5-on-5 now.
Yeah, I was thinking that penalty hadn't expired, but it did. So.
Yeah, it must have just expired just before he put the puck in the net.
5:08's time of that goal. And a power play goal for the Blue Jackets to tie it up at 1 apiece. We'll get the official assist on that goal. Taylor getting it over to Fawcett. Fawcett moving it towards the front of the net. And Ambuel's going to hang on to this one. Get a face-off. Peyton Taylor is going to get the first assist, second assist going to Jack Lindstrom for the Blue Jackets. This is Taylor picking it up. And little loose puck comes out there with a chance for Keller Mitchell. Now Mitchell behind the net. Mitchell has it. He's defended on play by Johnson. Mitchell trying to wrap one in, backhander shot. Johnson's going to swing it back the other way. Grunewald will try to get it over in the corner. Knocks it up to Broden Fawcett. And it comes out to center ice. Grunewald will knock it back in for the Blue Jackets. I think was Peyton Taylor, wasn't it, on the first assist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put down Broden Fawcett for some reason.
No, I think Taylor won the drawback to Westerberg.
Yeah, so Westerberg from Peyton Taylor and Jack Lindstrom on the Blue Jackets power play goal at 5 minutes and 8 seconds to tie it up at 1 apiece here. This is Kearney. Kearney behind the net. Goes over to Westerberg. Westerberg going to move it ahead. And moved out by Blue Jackets, held in by the Raiders. Coming out with Trenberth, getting it back into the Raiders' end. Trenberth backhands it towards the front of the net, and it's moved out by Newmeyer. Now it's picked up by Kearney. He'll go over to Westerberg. Westerberg sending it through the middle of the ice. That's number 20, Nick Horvath. Now Kearney's going to pick this up. And tipped out by Anderson, Lindstrom. Westerberg and knocked in by the Raiders. Oh, it's picked up and moved back in by Matthew Hanna. His shot just goes behind the net. Wortman back on the point shot in front. Loose puck. Rebound. Nobody The goalie never got to it, and somehow Johnson was able to make the save as he was down on the ice. Westerberg will try to move it out here as the Raiders putting on some pressure here in this shift. And Blue Jackets will catch a break there, Isaac.
Yeah, I think there's a couple posts hit. I don't think Johnson knew where the puck was. He was kind of all turned around there, and Greenway just couldn't find a way to bury the puck.
One our score, 6:54 to go here in our second period of play in our junior varsity game between the Raiders and Blue Jackets. Now Hannah behind the net, and now the Blue Jackets will get it out with number 22, Joe Senich. Well, picked up by Burt, goes across ice over to Newman. Newman will go back over on the other side to Burt. Burt with a shot goes wide of the net. Newman held in by Carpenter. Now shot gets fired as it's picked up by Burt over in the corner. Burt trying to go back the other side, and Raiders couldn't keep it in. Back into the Raiders end. Picking it up now is Noah Anik. And moved back in by number 2 of the Blue Jackets, Nathan Johnson. Now this is Anik behind the net. Comes out to center ice where it's tipped back in and picked up now by Keller Mitchell. Mitchell going to the center of the ice, picked up by Drew Anderson. Anderson's going to bring it out back into the Raiders' end here. Anderson leaving it for Fawcett. Fawcett going to go back to Westerberg, and Blue Jackets will have to touch up here, or tag up. Taylor has it at center ice, backhands it back into Kearney. Kearney sends it up to Drew Anderson, tips it in, and comes out to center. Touched by the Blue Jackets, now picked up by Peyton Taylor. Taylor going over to Fawcett, and Fawcett just pulls a shot over the top of the net. Great scoring opportunity. There's Drew Anderson out front. Anderson, another chance. 2 opportunities for Drew Anderson's there, and he just can't bury the puck. What's wrong with Hollywood Anderson there?
Yeah, those were 2 grade A chances, and he'll be dreaming about those ones tonight. He just hit the goalie in the chest on the first one and got his rebound and just couldn't get it over the pad.
I think he got the game winner against Greenway.
Yes.
The last time they played.
Yeah.
It was overtime or regulation?
I think it was regulation, but I think they had 2 or 3 goals in the last minute of regulation to win that game.
Yeah, it was just a crazy game, and Drew Anderson was the hero in that game. So yeah, definitely he'll be dreaming about those shots later on tonight, I'm sure. Opportunities. Ambiel's gonna wait for it to. Doesn't come to him. Then it's picked up by Anik. Now Anik is going to get it sent out and dumped back in by Dean Villeneuve. Back behind the net is Kearney. And now Lindstrom moves it ahead to Taylor. Taylor now moving it in. Taylor shot on and hits the goalie and out of play. Nobody messaging in on our game. I can't believe somebody hasn't said something.
We haven't had any messages so far.
Somebody should say something. Hello or something. I hope we have sound. That's all I hope. But we must, because somebody would have said something, I would think, by now. As Raiders are going to move it back out to center ice. And moved in for number 21. And now Lindstrom takes it away for the Blue Jackets. Lindstrom sends it back over and moved out by Trenberth. He's going to move it back into the Raiders' end. Got 3:50 to go here in our second period to play. We got a good one. 1-1 between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders in the JV game. Horvath behind the net, and Raiders will try to knock it out. Horvath's going to send it back in the corner. Lindstrom's going to pick this up behind the net, and now it's picked up by the Raiders and moved around by Ty Clancy. Clancy going to center, and it's picked up by Horvath. Now it's Grunewald grabs it. Grunewald moves it back in for the Blue Jackets. Grunewald going back to Trenberth. And shot gets behind the net by Anik, picks it up. And moved out by the Raiders. Grunewald, nice defensive play. Grunewald with help from Horvath, and now back in there to get it is Caden Carpenter. Carpenter sends it back out to center and moved in by the Raiders. Number 9 this time, Matthew Hanna. Trying to go out front, nobody home. Centering out front for the number 15 was planted out front, Ethan Newman. Shot just goes wide of the net as Matthew Hanna was down low. Raiders putting on a lot of pressure now. Blue Jackets need to get this puck out. And this is moved out by number 38. That is Nick Ruzic. Now moved in by Ruzic. Ruzic has it, and they're saying he's offside.
Great pressure by the Raiders there. Johnson came up with a few big saves and to keep this game tied 1-1.
So 2:06 to go here in the second period of play. Really entertaining game. Westerberg gets it over to Fawcett. Fawcett's shot gets blocked, and Taylor's going to pick this up. Taylor's going to go in front to Westerberg, and just couldn't get a shot. Fawcett keeps this in. Fawcett go on in, has Anderson out front. And now picked up by the Raiders and brought out to center ice and moved back in by Keller Mitchell. Taylor picks this up. Taylor is going to held in by Wirtman. Wirtman with a shot over the top of the net as it went off of one of the Blue Jackets players' sticks. Wirtman is going to pick it up at center. Wirtman taken away by Taylor now. Taylor bringing it back in. Taylor going to go over to Fawcett. Fawcett in front of the net, tries to pull the trigger in front, and it just goes wide of the net as Wirtman brings it out for the Greenway Raiders. Taylor will send it back in for the Blue Jackets. Fawcett in with him. Wirtman picks it up. Wirtman knock it around the boards, and Kearney trying to hold it in. The Raiders will move it out with Thonis. Thonis skating through. Thonis a shot on. We get less than a minute to go here in our second period of play. Westerberg now gets it to Anderson. Anderson loses it, and it's picked up by Mitchell. But it comes out as we get offside is the call. .36 seconds to go here in our second period of play. Again, 1-1 our score between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders. Draw one by the Jackets. This is picked up by Johnson. He'll go through center, and it's dumped out by Noah Anik. Anik has it, and he's going to move it back in for the Raiders with 18 seconds to go. Anik moving it around and trying to get it out as it is Ty Clancy. He sends it towards the front of the net, and bouncing puck. Johnson somehow makes the save there. That was kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I think they shot it blocker side, and he punched the puck up, but lost it in the crowd of people, and it just happened to come down right back in front of him.
I saw that puck fly into the air, and I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Wow. How that didn't somehow mysteriously find its way into the net, but this is going to come out. This must have been player or something.
I think Greenway knocked the net off.
Oh,
is what
okay,
happened.
yeah, that would make sense. Why it came out of the blue line here. So that's going to just about do it here for the second period. Knocked back in the corner by Villeneuve, and that's going to take care of our second period of play. Again, Greenway Raiders get on the board first at 50 seconds into the second period. A goal from Noah Anik. First assist going to number 2, Connor Thonis. Second assist to number 21, Dean Villeneuve. And then the Blue Jackets come back and tie it at 1 apiece on a power play. A goal from Tyler Westerberg. First assist going to number 19, Peyton Taylor. Second assist to number 29, Jack Lindstrom. That time of that power play goal was at 5:08. So, good second period there. All tied up at 1 apiece going into the third period here.
Yeah, I think Greenway came out. They showed some real pressure there in the start of the second period, but Hibbing had an answer with it. Two power plays, I guess you could say, during that. Both very short, but both teams got to show their power play unit get out there, and Hibbing ended up burying one when they were on the power play and keeping it to make it a 1-1 game.
So we will take a break, and we'll be back for third period action of our junior varsity game here at the Hodgins Barato Arena. It's 1-1 our score between the Blue Jackets and the Raiders. Somebody actually messaged him.
The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnipegosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake.
And Blue Jackets will catch a break there, Isaac.
Yeah, I think there's a couple posts hit. I don't think Johnson knew where the puck was. He was kind of all turned around there, and Greenway just couldn't find a way to bury the puck.
One our score, 6:54 to go here in our second period of play in our junior varsity game between the Raiders and Blue Jackets. All right, we're underway for third period action. Raiders, Blue Jackets tied up at 1 apiece. Westerberg behind the net, trying to get out for Taylor as the Raiders get taken away and dumped out by dumped out by the Blue Jackets. So Isaac, you're a senior this year, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So what's on the horizon for you next year?
I think I'll be going to UND in Grand Forks to study
for you.
business out there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's a good school.
Yeah, exciting. I'm excited for it, that's for sure.
Get to see some Fighting Hawks hockey.
Yeah, especially excited. They're doing really good this year. I think they're ranked #1 last time I checked. And they should have a good team next year. They got some young players that will hopefully stick around for a little while longer.
Got kind of a crappy arena there, though, that
the Ralph.
Ralph Fingelstead, right? It's only like one of the nicest arenas in the country.
Yeah. Definitely a cool experience that
I was very fortunate to have a cousin that was a head coach of the North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Dean Blaze, so I got to go to any game that I wanted to.
Yeah, that would be
Ralph.
something.
So that's pretty fun. I went to some games in the old Ralph Fingelstead Arena, which was a pretty neat arena as well.
Yeah, I bet.
As this is Johnson going to backhand it to Grunewald, back over to Johnson. Johnson's going to come out through center ice, and this is going to be dumped in. No icing on the call. Must have got tipped through, as picked up by Wirtman. And now it's brought out to center ice. And back in behind the net, or in the corner, picked up by Hendrickson. Now it's taken away by the Raiders. Over on the other side, Grunewald picks it up. Grunewald along the boards. And knocked back in, but comes out. As the two teams exchanging plays. Johnson sends it across ice over to Semich. Now it's picked up by the Raiders. And dumped out by number 19, Carpenter. Picked up by Grunewald. Grunewald along the boards goes up to back shot and shot and a goal! As a kind of a weird shot gets put in there and goes off the goalie's glove and into the back of the net.
Did it go off the goalie's glove?
I think so. I think it hit the goalie's glove and it went in, I think.
Yeah, it looked kind of like a fluky shot, but, any shot on net you can get rewarded, and that's what happened there.
(19 from 7 and 11 at 12:50 or 12:58 left in the period. Caden Carpenter, first assist to number 7, Noah Anik, and the second assist to number 11, Gino Trombley, to put the Raiders up 2-1.
Yeah, Raiders come out hot again here. They came out hot the second period, and they came out hot here again in the third. And if they can keep up this pressure, but there's a lot of game left here.
And this is dumped back in the corner by Carpenter. And the Raiders will pick this up back over to Carpenter. Carpenter the other side, and that went. Not sure exactly what happened with that puck. It kind of like it looked in the air.
I think Carney blocked that one there.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It just kind of lost sight of the puck here for a minute. And this is trying to move it back in with Horvath. Now it's picked up by the Blue Jackets' Trenberth. Trenberth with a shot on, goes back in the corner, and fired around the boards by Noah Anik. Now it moves out to center ice and dumped back in by number 22. I'm not sure who 22. I don't have a 22 on my roster. Shot. Loose puck in front, and Johnson holds on to this one for a faceoff. .55 to go here in our third period of play in our junior varsity game. Raiders 2, Blue Jackets 1. Another close battle between these two teams. Taylor wins that draw and ends up sends it over to Grunewald. Fawcett, and it's picked up behind the net by Newman. Newman works it around and picked up by Anderson. Anderson will try to knock it out, backhanded back in by the mysterious number 22. Broden Fawcett bringing it across the blue line. Fawcett in with Taylor all the way in the middle of the ice. Fawcett keeps control in back behind the net, and now it's taken away by Wharton. And now Grunewald is going to send it in. Grunewald fans on the shot. And moving back in for the Raiders. Got a couple of shot as nice block down by Grunewald. Loose puck. Grunewald's going to pick this up and move this out to Peyton Taylor. Broden Fawcett. Fawcett trying to make a play around the D. And the Raiders will get it out where Westerberg sends it over to Johnson. Johnson will move it back in for the Blue Jackets. Johnson back to Anderson on the point. Shot right on Abiel. The save. Good thing he made the save, though, because he had number 22 coming in there. That is 22, Joe Senich. Chip back in by Kearney, and Senich is going to move it back in the corner, and now it's picked up by Carpenter. He'll fire it up and out of play. Where is Michael Galley? Is he going to go to UND too, or is he?
Yeah, Michael's going to go.
Okay,
he's going to go for aviation.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he was going to study aviation, but I wasn't sure if he had chose a school yet. So.
No, we both got accepted at the same time, so that's cool. I've known Michael since we've been both real young and we've been good friends. So
good.
Excited to both go into the same college together. It'll be a good experience.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. That's one of the best schools for aviation too, as well. So.
Yes, it is, and I know he's pretty excited to go too.
And moving in, shot gets fired wide of the net by Hendrickson. Held in by the Blue Jackets' Kearney, and now it comes out to center ice and moved it back in by the Raiders. That's Sam Addy sending it in. Now centering out front, Kearney picks it up and gets over to Nick Ruzic. Ruzic bringing it back in for the Blue Jackets, and now taken away by the Raiders, moved up. Here, number 10 with it. Back in the corner, shot on from I don't know who. Yeah, some of these numbers, or I'm sorry, that was not 10. It was 10.
Yeah.
I don't know who 10 is. I don't see a 10 on the roster.
No, yeah, either do I. I don't know. I wonder if they had the same mix-up with jerseys, or they have to cross over jerseys from varsity to JV, or I don't know what
Could be the case. And dump back in. We know that's number 8, Sam Addy, dumping it in for the Raiders. Now Johnson picks up it over in the corner. And now taken away by the Raiders back behind the net. When Grunewald in there to help out. And now it's brought out by the Blue Jackets. Number 21, Ethan Tremberth. Now it's turned around by Wharton. Wharton works it back in. Wharton at the shot on. And Johnson's going to hold on to this for a face-off. 9:02 to go here. Third period. 2-1 Raiders over the Blue Jackets. Of course, both you guys are VART managers on this Hibbing Chisholm team.
Yeah, Michael had problems with his eyes, so he wasn't able to finish out the season. It sounds like he'll be able to come back, though, here. But, yeah, we're both having fun with it and really enjoying the year.
And that's going to be in offside. I had a chance to fly this past spring with Michael Galley. That was a great experience. That's pretty cool to be he was a junior in high school and have your aviation license already. That's a pretty cool honor.
Yeah, he's been talking about it since he's been young. I remember going over and him playing with little model airplanes and
Yeah.
like RC airplanes. So it was
Yeah.
cool to see his carry out his dream there. And I actually got to go flying with him up this summer too, and it's a cool experience.
Oh yeah, it's very cool, and he's very safe, and he's fun to fly with. He knows he knows the area. I mean, he knows the area so well, and just like, oh yeah, this is this mine, and he knew different spots to pick up. Shot right out front, and the Blue Jackets tie this up here at 2 apiece.
I think that was Hollywood there.
Drew Hollywood Anderson might have had that goal, so we'll have to see if after having those 2 chances in that second period rather, they were able to bury it. But Peyton Taylor, I think, might have got that as he's the first person back at the bench here, maybe. So we'll have to see who they get that goal to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. So Drew Anderson ties this one up here at 2 apiece. Broden Fawcett on the assist for the Blue Jackets. And it is moved out by the Blue Jackets. Now Burton brings it out to center ice. Taylor is going to try to grab at it. Taylor move it back in. And now moved in by Joe Senich back behind the net. Ruzic back in there to help out Wharton and fires it around the boards. And the Raiders are going to move it out. And now it's tipped back in by Ruzic. Now Wharton has it. Wharton moving it up to center ice and knocked back in by the Raiders. Grunewald is going to pick this up behind the net. Grunewald moving it ahead to Hendrickson. Hendrickson cross ice over to Ruzic. Just off the boards as Wharton picks it up. Ruzic is going to get control back. And Nick sends a shot on net. And I say by Ambiel with 6:58 to go. Tied up at 2 apiece in our third period of our JV game. Another good battle between these 2 teams.
Yes, both teams I think are equally talented. They both can skate with each other. And we'll see who comes down. It's just inside 7 minutes here, so starting to get crunch time here for both teams.
Shot right towards the front of the net by Carney. Nice chance. No rebound on the play, so good job by Ambiel not to let that rebound because the Blue Jackets were planted out front.
Yeah, he's been doing very good this game, controlling his rebounds and not giving the Jackets a whole lot to shoot. Once the first shot has been on, he's been doing a good job controlling his rebounds.
Picked up by Anik around the boards. Anik moves it ahead. Anik will bring it out to center ice. The Austin Burt had it, and Carpenter touches at it, and it's picked up by number 15. Newman sends it in on Johnson. He'll steer it aside. Blue Jackets will get it out to center to Hendrickson. Hendrickson trying to go across ice over to Ruzic, and Hendrickson will get it back, but the Raiders will knock it back in, and this is going to be a whistle. Offside, or it went out of play here. And this is Johnson. Johnson's going to move it up to Fawcett. Raiders knock it back in. Johnson picks it up. Johnson trying to get it back into Fawcett. And now back behind the net is Newmeyer. Newmeyer skating it around, and it's going to be trying to take it away. Taylor picks it up into Johnson. Johnson back in the corner, goes out front. Backed out to Drew Anderson. Had a chance. Just couldn't get a shot away. Raiders will move it back out with Bo Carlson. Carlson cross ice. And Wharton keeps it in. Shot from the point. Nice shot. But blocked by Johnson. And now Peyton Taylor has a chance now. Taylor skating in. Taylor trying to go up her shelf. And Newmeyer with a big save. Peyton Taylor has had a good year for the junior varsity team this year for the Blue Jackets, I think.
Yeah, he's been playing good. He played good. Hibbing played Cloquet Tuesday. He had a couple assists during that game, and he's always due for 2 or 3 good points in a game.
He's got 1 assist so far in this game, and it is moved in by Horvath. Horvath trying to backhand it in, and the Raiders will move it out. Chance in front by number 10. Still don't know who 10 is. Knocked back in the corner by Newmeyer. Around back of the net, picks up by Kearney. And now this is fired back in by Wertman. Kearney's going to bring this out and back into the Raiders' end with 5:04 to go here in our regulation time. 2-2 between the Raiders and Blue Jackets in our JV game. This is Wertman. Wertman moving across the ice and shot on. Save, I think it got part of the goalie as the net is off. And whistle coming up.
I think the Hibbing player knocked or pushed the Greenway player into the net, so I think the faceoff should be in the zone here. We'll see what the refs calls.
Of course, your dad will be coming here tonight. The Hildenbrand team here.
Is he coming to film the varsity game?
He's going to come and film and do color commentary, so it'll be nice to work with Jay again here tonight.
Yeah, I know. He took it up this year. He's been filming for the Pee-wees because you can only have 2 people come in, so grandparents at home or friends that would normally come aren't able to come in and watch. So he's been Facebook Living a lot of those games, so he likes it.
And him and I will be streaming all the championship side games for the District 12 Pee-wee A tournament held in Hibbing a week from Saturday at the Hibbing Memorial Building. So that's going to be fun to stream that.
Yep, that should be a good district, and it should be some fun games to watch. Some good hockey being played up here.
Fawcett with a little backhander, and Ambio's going to hold on to this one with. Yeah, and then we've got the region tournament in. Speaking of Jay Hildebrand, here he is. And Peyton Taylor knocks it back behind the boards, picked up by Fawcett. Fawcett and Taylor. And the Raiders will move it back out. Cross ice pass moved out by Mitchell. And now it's picked up by Mitchell again. He'll send it towards the front of the net. Johnson's going to make the save with 4:12 to go here in our regulation time. 2-2 Blue Jackets and Raiders. Maybe we can get your younger brother on the microphone tonight as well.
Yeah, he's here. And
Isaiah. We can make it a hat trick for the Hildenbrands here tonight on the microphone. Sent around by Hendrickson. It comes out to center. Dumped back in by the Raiders, back behind the net, and picked up by Kearney. Kearney will move it ahead to Ruzic, and the Raiders will backhand it back in, but picked up by Ruzic. Now dumped back in the zone by number 17. That's Keller. Mitchell dumps it back in as Kearney picks it up behind the net. He'll come out to center ice with it. Kearney moving it back in. And then back over in the corner, fired in by Anik. And picked up by Westerberg. Westerberg goes across the ice. And dumped out, moving it back in as Thonis. Thonis! Shot just goes over the top of the net. Thonis, we had 1 assist in this game, back on the first goal for the Raiders. Now picked up by Wertman. Ruzic in for the Blue Jackets. Ruzic trying to take it away from Wertman. And Wertman will work it up along the boards, but Broden Fawcett is going to come away with it. Fawcett trying to go over to Ruzic and knocked down and moved out by Villeneuve. Villeneuve moving back in for the Raiders. Raiders trying to get revenge against the Blue Jackets after the Blue Jackets came from behind in the first JV meeting between those two teams. Broden Fawcett moving it back in, defended by Wertman. We got 2:42 to left here in regulation time. And the Raiders will move it back out. And this is going to be picked up by Johnson. Johnson, and a shot on goal and a save by number 30, Wyatt Johnson.
Yeah, good chance there for Greenway, especially with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third. Yeah, you got to start burying the puck here on good chances because there isn't much time left in the game.
Taylor knocks it back in the corner, and Blue Jackets will come out with Peyton Taylor circling around the back then. Had to pick that up. Taylor trying to go over to Westerberg. Westerberg trying to pull a backhander in there. And now it's picked up by Taylor with a drive right on. And a big save by Ambiel there. That was a nice low shot on the ice, but a nice hard shot from Peyton Taylor.
Yeah, good pass by Fawcett there in the corner. He did a little between the legs behind his back to find Taylor right in the slot there. And nice low drive. I know coaches like low shots, not missing the net and giving the other team a breakout.
Horvath's going to take the draw for the Blue Jackets here, and I can't see the number for the Raiders at this point. As Westerberg sends a shot, gets blocked off of Horvath, and now ends up back behind the net as the back in there and held in by Lindstrom and knocked in. And it's moved out by the Raiders. Now Austin Burt trying to go centering out front, and now picked up by Anik. Anik will send behind the boards and shot over on the other side. Tipped out front by number 22, backhanded into the goal. I think 22 is going to get credited for this goal, so we'll find out who number 22 is now. As we get some pushing and shoving after the whistle here, or after the goal. $14:26 is going to be time of the goal.
I think we're going to get a timeout here from Hibbing with 1:34 left in the third. They're down 3-2. Yep.
Well, let's see if the Blue Jackets can work some magic here and tie this game up and force overtime.
Yeah, I think this is time now. Blue Jackets just got to get it in deep. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the goalie, if they win the faceoff and can get the puck in Greenway zone and work on it 6-on-5 and see if they can bury one. I know it was a close matchup last time. We were talking about it before. It was a close matchup last time they played, and I think Hibbing ended up besting them, but they had 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, or 1 minute at least. So see if they can pull it again, and it'll be a good 1:36 left, that's for sure.
So still no goal call. All right, Anderson has it at center ice, trying to move it back in for the Blue Jackets, and now it's Carney trying to move it ahead, but Bo Carlson picks us up. Carlson sends a shot, goes behind the net, and it's picked up by Carney. 1:12 left here as the Blue Jackets come out with the Peyton Taylor to Fawcett, working it back in. Fawcett trying to make a play over to Anderson, but he is in offside.
Hibbing did pull in their goalie, so it'll be 6-on-5. We'll see if they keep him off on the bench here in this neutral zone faceoff, or if they'll bring him back.
Well, it's going to go out to, looks like it's at center ice here.
Hibbing is putting their goalie back, so it'll be 5-on-5 here for 1:03 left in the third.
Taylor and Wharton. We got less than a minute to go in the third period in regulation. Fired back in by the Raiders. Behind the net is number 10. And now Wirtman's going to work it back in for the Raiders. Now it's picked up by Johnson, but this is an icing. So Blue Jackets will be able to pull the goalie here now with 42.7 seconds left here in our regulation time.
Six on 5, like you said. Hibbing did pull their goalie, so I'm sure you'll see a lot of pucks in the net here, and Hibbing will try to be looking for a rebound.
And that draw one is Wirtman not able to keep it out. Anderson trying to go back to the point.
Oh.
Hendrickson puts up live
right off the crossbar. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Great chance as Hendrickson just hit the crossbar. Sent towards the front of the net. Little backhander. Wirtman trying to keep it out. Taylor keeps it in. Taylor circling around. Taylor goes over to Westerberg. Westerberg through traffic. Loose puck as pulled down was Carney. Now it's picked up by Fawcett. Fawcett loses it here. 8 seconds to go. And the Raiders are going to... Anderson. Taylor picks it up. Taylor's shot gets blocked. Raiders are going to get revenge against the Blue Jackets here and get the victory at home 3-2.
Yeah, it was a close-fought game. I think both teams had their equal chances to put the puck in the net, and Greenway just found a way to put that game away there.
So, final score, Greenway Raiders get the 3-2 victory over Hibbing Chisholm in our JV game. We'll start a brand new stream for our varsity game here. Was another exciting matchup between these two teams here tonight.
Yeah, should be definitely a good game. I know it was a close fought overtime last game, so you'll definitely be coming in to watch a good game tonight.
So stay tuned for our live stream of Hibbing Chisholm and the Greenway Raiders. That coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. Will come on. We'll have the new stream coming on during the warm-ups. Isaac will let you get out of here and get ready to go for the varsity game here tonight. Thanks again for helping us out with our broadcast.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
this one.